Hi, how are you? It's me, Deep Space Nectar. I appreciate you for coming back, and if you are new, welcome, tap in, check me out. If you catch a vibe, show me some love, like and subscribe. I truly appreciate the support so far, I really do. So let's dig deep, let's grow so we can aspire to inspire before we expire, okay? So I have a quick message. I think I'm going to pull some cards for it too, but I have a quick message here. I was going through my basket of index cards, and I have a couple messages, but let's start with this one, okay? So we have spiritually dead. Okay, we have don't back down. Agent Smiths. There's no testimony without a test. Okay, so somebody's breaking the walls of the matrix, huh? Right? But you can see the matrix is slipping, right? The matrix is already, it's cracking. It's absolutely cracking, okay? You know, when people are saying that people's masks are falling off, this is quite literal, okay? I don't know about anyone else, but I can see people's faces are changing, okay? Seeing it in the eyes and the mouth and the neck, okay? It's like you do a double take at people, and it's I'm telling you, things are getting like more, insane as the days go on, right? Because this truly is like an alternate reality, okay? It really is like a video game, okay? With these Agent Smiths, okay? You could really see it. I mean, you feel it, but you could see it, and there is a lot of spiritually dead individuals around, right? There's a lot of people walking around that are soulless, right? They are soulless beings, okay? Like, don't be naive, okay? Don't back down either, right? Especially if you do have a soul, do not back down, right? And do not allow those that are spiritually dead to latch onto you and try to take your light, right? And take your life, right? Because there's nothing within there, okay? It's like this is like the test, right? It's like that's the test, Neo. So, people say the Matrix is a documentary, right? I think so. I don't know so much about the last one. The last one might have been butchered a bit, right? But it's very interesting, those twins that released the first 3 Matrix movies, right? I think I read somewhere that somehow they kind of basically they told way too much information, okay? Yeah, I'm not going to get too into that right now. I'll save that for a different platform, but it's like they told way too much information, right? So, when you get caught up like that, you have to go through these humiliation rituals, things like that, right? That's one theory, but it's fascinating, and at the same time too, it's like, well, that information needed to be released, okay? So I'm kind of feeling the energy right now too of there's going to be more information that's released about what who we truly are, like who those with the soul truly are, right? Who those that are spiritually dead, who they truly are too, right? These Agent Smiths, okay? And that's exactly what you're going up against, is these Agent Smiths who just are like soulless, right? And these are like these shapeshifters, okay? And these shapeshifters, they can jump different bodies, okay? So you have to be mindful, especially those closest to you, okay? And that's what happens is the devil and these Agent Smiths, right? They they will use those closest to you, okay? So be spiritually aware, okay? Be mentally aware, okay? Be spiritually and mentally strong, all right? We have Queen of Swords on the bottom, okay? So this is all about those boundaries, right? Like, reinforce those boundaries, okay? Because, you know, you could be talking, you could be think you're talking to someone, you could think you know them, and they will just switch on the instant, okay? And I've experienced this. I've literally been talking to someone and watched someone else jump into them, and their whole face changes, right? And it's like trippy, right? And you know, I wasn't on anything, was completely sober, right? So it's nothing like that. It's really like we really live in this trippy existence, you know, and the truth is far more stranger than fiction, right? You know, like science fiction, is it really science fiction? I don't know. I don't think so. You know, my grandmother, she was an Aquarius. We always would watch the Sci-Fi Channel at her house, you know, and she'd always like talk about it. She was always so interested. She's like, you know, do you really think that these things exist? You know, is this really fiction? And you know, as kids, it was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like maybe, I don't know. It's kind of, it's especially like Tremors too. I remember that movie. You know, Tremors is kind of crazy, right? But the creatures that are out there, the things that are out there, especially the bottom of the sea, right? Especially beyond the ice wall and stuff like that, we don't even know the half of it. Don't even know the half of it, right? So have those boundaries up, right? And have that sword ready, okay? And don't back down, right? It's like whatever's going on right now, you know, these tests are not going to let up, okay? They're not. And you were built for this, okay? You were made for this, okay? Look at this. We got the devil right there, okay? So it's like that's who you're coming up against, right? These agent smiths, these devilish energies, okay? These that want to keep you chained to the matrix, that want to keep you trapped in this system, all right? You know, like the thing with decoding is, you know, because this matrix is really a code, right? It's all run on numbers. It's really a giant math equation, okay? And, you know, with decoding, it's kind of like the more asinine and more crazy, more insane, like the idea or the theory you think of, the closer to the truth it actually is. You know, how people say everything's inverted, right? Like up is really down, down is really up, left is really right, right is left, right? Inside is really outside. Everything's kind of flipped upside down, right? So if we put ourselves upside down, right? We shift our perspective, we put ourselves in that hangman state. By shifting our perspective, are we able to transition our thinking into seeing things for what they truly are, right? And, you know, I'm really heavily getting the energy that the more that we don't back down, right? The more that we pass these tests, the more that we face our own inner demons, and in turn face the demons that surround us, right? The agent smiths that surround us. Like the more that gap of the missing information, it's going to close, right? With the moon, there's a lot that's hidden, right? There's so many illusions, so many secrecies around what this world truly is, right? What this realm truly is, who we truly are, what we have, like what we're even doing here, right? Seven of Wands, and it's like these agent smiths that's all they are. They're just agents, right? They're decoys, they're pawns, right? That want to take over you, right? Like think of everything like a computer, right? It's almost like this whole universe is a freaking computer too, right? And they want to infect you with viruses, right? Very fascinating what I just said, right? They want to infect you with viruses, especially viruses of the mind, right? So that they can subdue you, so that they can control you, right? And it's like we're being used almost like battery packs for these people. That's why, you know, they want everything to go digital. They want everything to That's why they're this like 1984, let's spy and see how humans operate, right? Because they want to put more of these agent Smiths in there to make it more difficult to decipher between who is real and who's not, who is spiritually dead and who is spiritually alive, right? And that's all it is. It's about the spirit. It's about that light within, right? It's that life force energy. And there's all these distractions, be it through food, through the pollution in the air, through media, through social media, through all these different things, right? It's all distractions to suck the life force out of you. They just want you to be like these battery packs, right? So how can we unplug, right? And it's like you're defending, you have to defend yourself, put up those boundaries, right? From all these illusions, from the secrecy, 1111. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's mentally a lot when you like go through that dark night of the soul, right? When you wake up and realize like what the hell really is going on, right? The it's like it's like these again, I don't like referring to these individuals as elite because that's the farthest from it, right? It's like this elite, the group of the controllers, right? The controllers of the quantum computer, the controllers of this digital realm, right? They don't want you to wake up. They don't want you to see things for what they are. And it's like there's rituals for the rituals that are going on. 1212. And everything truly is in plain sight, right? It's a matter of decoding, right? It's a matter of solving the math equation. It's like a matter of solving the riddle. You know? Four of Pentacles. You want to hold on to your energy and suck it dry, right? And I speak about this sometimes, you know, there's such an attack on, there's such an attack on the family unit, the nuclear family, right? The home structure, right? And that home structure within yourself, right? They want you to be confused. They want you to not be able to see through the manipulation, to see through the all these rituals and all the magic that they're casting, all the spells that they're putting in everything. In everything. What they're putting in the food, how they're contaminating the water. Okay, you know, we think that for those of us that live in the US, we think, you know, like water is not an issue, right? Water is an issue everywhere. Everywhere. Whether it's through putting fluoride, through putting birth control, through putting all these poisons and toxins in the water. Because water is our memory, right? We are water, right? So contaminate the water and then it's easier to contaminate the people. Right? It's like all these towers that they've been inflicting on us, right, through this energy harvesting, through all the rituals, through all the manipulation, right? And you know, it's really hard because I enjoy watching the UFC. I truly do. I really do. I really enjoy MMA. I think it's an art, okay, and it's something that has helped me and it continues to help me. Through whether it's through practicing it or through watching it too. It's an art form, you know, martial arts. It's a real art form. It's amazing how you can do certain things with the body, right? You know, it's amazing the muscle memory You know, it's amazing how your muscles can remember certain positions. Your muscles can remember, your muscles just hold memory, right? It's fascinating. So memory and water, a lot is stored in our bodies, right? You know, and it's the truth will set you free, right? And it's a very harsh truth. It's a very harsh truth, right? But again, it's almost like, right, you know, when we come here for a reason, right? We come here to learn lessons, right? It's almost like we're preparing in this life for the next life, right? We're preparing in this life for the afterlife and then for the next life, right? So what are you doing in this life? And this right now is such a pivotal time because it's like, you know, the trumpets. Do you hear that call, right? This is the merging with the divine, 1616. Can you merge with the divine to really yield that sort of truth, right? To really get that clarity, to get that truth. Can you cut through all the illusions? Can you cut through the bondage? Can you cut through the control that they're trying to place upon you? Okay? And it's like, this goes back lifetimes, centuries, you know? And it's like, oh, it's almost like, especially a lot of starseeds, a lot of light workers that are incarnated now, you know, we're able to work through a lot of karma, work through a lot of issues, right? And it's almost like we don't even realize the capacity of healing that that's available, right? We can, it's like what like our ancestors used to take lifetimes, multiple lifetimes to heal, we can do in a matter of months, in a matter of weeks, and some of us in a matter of days or hours, right? It's so interesting, you know. I mean, it really makes you think, right? It makes you think, you know, if they're right. It just makes you think, makes you question everything, right? It's almost like everything is an illusion. So can you see through it? There clearly is a huge change, you know, that is approaching, and that's why these the attacks and the control and the rituals are just so back to back to back, right? And you see it in sports. You see it all in sports, right? And if you're familiar with gematria too, you can it shows you that everything is math, everything is coded, everything's all mapped out already through numbers, right? Specific numbers, right? The number 33 is one of them. All the things that happen, you know, the world's a stage, right? And when you decode it, really, it's like, wow. It really is, isn't it? So I'll leave you all with there. We'll come back to this soon. This is only the beginning of this, but we'll leave this here. Have a great day.